Okay, who was your favorite Ninja Turtle? Who was your favorite Power Ranger? I'll bet dollars to donuts that most of you did not say Leonardo, nor Jason from the Power Rangers. As the most prominent members of their groups, you'd think that they'd be much more popular. So what's going on here? Well, it's pretty interesting. Leaders, verbal commanders, are not a natural part of human communities. Instead, we observe each other's qualities, and if someone has certain ones, then we want to be around or be like them. So, let's look at each turtle. Donatello is the smartest, Michelangelo's the most fun, and Raphael, my favorite, is the toughest. You'd want Donatello to give you advice, you'd want to hang out with Michelangelo, and you'd want Raphael to have your back in a fight. Leonardo actually does not fit into this anywhere. He was not given any traits that would make you want to be around him. The same is true for Jason. Tommy, the Green Ranger, on the other hand, had multiple qualities that made him interesting and likable, which we'll talk about later. But the key point is that telling other people what to do is not something that will make us want to be around someone.
You can't leave home and come back expecting us to fall in line again, like your little soldiers. Hey,
we observe each other and each decide for ourselves who we follow. And if enough people choose the same person, then that person becomes the leader. And a desire to lead, to gain power through means other than that natural group choice, is actually a trait that's more villainous historically than heroic. Anyway, there's a tendency among writers to want to define a character by leadership, as though it's a trait in and of itself, and it tends to end up with a character who has an underdefined personality and who fades into the background of our minds even as he stands in front of a group. And if you look, you can notice it in a lot of different places, including real life. The roots of this idea come from our early history, because we developed most of our social instincts before we had language, which is exactly why we determine leaders in this nonverbal way. And that's it. Team Raphael.